This stuff happened when I was the first time I lived on my own. It was funny. My sister lived in an apartment. She moved out for some reason. I moved into the apartment, so I lived in the apartment that my sister lived in. That was kind of neat. Uh, so for some reason, I started hearing about these people talking to dead people. John Edwards, I think is his name, and there's another one out there. Uh, they talk to dead people. So I was thinking, maybe I could do this. So I started opening myself up, just accepting anything. I'll take any message. I'm looking for positivity. I don't want negativity. I don't want horrible things. I want to do good things. I try to help you out or something. Try to help spirits, I don't know. I don't know really what I'm doing. I started having some supernatural stuff happen in that apartment. Kind of freaked me out to the point where I didn't want to live on my own after a while. One of the things that happened was I was watching TV and watching a cooking show. I wasn't really watching it, kind of bored in my apartment by myself. And the burner on the TV, glowed hotter than anything else on TV. And the picture, I don't know, it's like someone put a magnet right if you put a magnet on a TV, it affects it. It's like something did that just to the burn on the TV. It was in the middle of the stuff that was happening. Another situation while I was there, I wasn't eating so good. I didn't know how to cook. I didn't know really how to cook, so I wasn't eating. So I was like, whatever, I'm just not going to eat. You can't not eat. It's really my first experience with that. And I woke up. I felt like someone was pulling me off my bed. Like they were pulling me off my bed. And people were yelling at me like, Phil, you gotta eat. You can't not eat. And I woke up, I wasn't getting pulled off my bed, but when I was sleeping, it felt like I was getting pulled off my bed by my feet. Other things were, someone told me, like an old person was telling me something, like they were almost like they were standing next to me while I was sleeping. They were trying to tell me something. I couldn't remember what it was. I started having these psychic problems. I got spooked. I had to get out of there. Something happened. I don't remember what it was. I had to get out of the apartment. So I called my grandma. I'm going to go to my grandma's house. I don't know how old I am. 18, 17, 18, 19. So I'm waiting. I walked outside up to a gas station. I was sitting on a bench next to a gas station, Munchies, I think it's called. And I was waiting. And it was dark. I don't know what time it is, 10 o'clock or something. There was hardly anybody there. And I heard a voice in my head. It said, here's your grandma. Your grandma's here. And there she was. She was the next car, and then she just appeared out of nowhere. There's my grandma. My grandma's here. Like these people followed me out of the apartment or harassed me in the streets. I don't know. I don't know. They're trying to. It seems scary, and that was the first time I was really going through that stuff on a large scale. It seemed scary. I don't know why, but I don't think they were trying to scare me. I think they were just trying to communicate. I tried to run from them. I called my grandma's. They're right there, like, your grandma's here. I tried to tell her that night. That was the night I told my grandma. I told my grandma that I talked to Grandpa. I talked to Grandpa. He said that I should just try to get along with Uncle Randy. I was saying some other things, too, talking about this spiritual stuff. And at that time, it was too emotional for me. I think I was just crying up a storm, just crying. Had my head down and my eyes closed. I was crying, telling my grandma this stuff, trying to tell her this. I don't know if she was believing it. I hope my eyes had huge snot coming out of my nose. I've heard testimonies where people are crying their eyes out, talking about supernatural experiences they had, visits with angels, God, and heaven. And it's pretty much the same thing. So I can relate to those. I use discernment on my own level to see truth and testimonies. Yeah, it was just kind of a weird haunting experience. Another one in that apartment, I wasn't eating. I slept on the couch, and I had some out-of-body experience, and my spirit was floating. And it was almost like the apartment was on fire. My spirit was floating, the apartment was on fire, and then one of my sisters was there somehow. I don't really remember too much. Yeah, it was that it matters. I think it was a big house that got turned into an apartment. Multiple apartments. Yeah, that's about it.